Sup everyone. So outlook for the week on EU, pretty straightforward coming into the week. We've actually got price in a really good spot. So I'm excited for the week ahead. Obviously on Friday, we had the mitigation of this point here and price break to the downside. So looking good to potentially come and target all this liquidity we've got built up here and potentially even the lows. So looking to follow really with that momentum that's been built up. Coming into the week, so what we can expect or what we can look for, of course, we've got this low here. We've got this supply to demand point sitting down here. Got a lot of liquidity sitting there. Really what we'd like to see is price sort of dance around in here a little bit, come into this point, which is a 2-minute point, or the extreme point for London to then give us a sell down, following with obviously that bearish leg in the current momentum, treating this as a break of structure. After that, then coming into New York, ideally we'd like to see this get induced, this mitigate to then buy up, potentially coming to take out that high to then sell down, or to buy up to whatever else we've got built throughout the day as liquidity. Really overall though, nonetheless, looking to come and target the trend line that's built out here, looking really good. Now that we've got price having mitigated a point of significance, we can actually view this as liquidity, whereas before it'd been more so viewed as order flow. So good potential. If price does start to step its way up, we do have a lot of liquidity being built up along here. Now that we do have price having done a couple of breaks to the upside, yes, it's done this break to the downside, but if we do come and break to the upside here, we've got so much imbalance that price needs to fill. We've got obviously these points sitting up here and this liquidity running from the top. So you might find that our price could continue bullish for a little bit. If we actually think about that being our whole bearish leg, we are still quite deep in that bearish leg. So price may decide that it wants to continue bullish. Nonetheless, though, coming into the week, looking to at least sell down to here to induce this for New York to then sell up and target these points is looking really good as a probability. So great potential, great targets for the week. So excited for what's to come. How are you, Brad?
Beautiful. Alrighty, so basically, high time frame on GBP USD. We're in the middle of our range. We're either coming to this point or we're coming to this point. That is how I like to look at the market when we look at the start of the week. We're coming up here, we're coming down here. Now we are bearish, and we do have a bit of liquidity to the upside here. We've done our inducement over here. This could be a point where we come and take this liquidity or continue to melt and take out here. So you've got to keep that high time frame in your mind when you look all over all this. You don't want to get too enclosed on where you are. Have an idea of where the market could be heading. So jumping down in the 15-minute, like Dill said, we have done multiple breaks of structure to the upside on EU, and GU has done the same thing. So I can remove all of this now. As you can see, just moving our way up, we are in a bit of a, like I said, mid-range position. We have taken a lot of liquidity, and we have done a break of structure to the downside. Now, this could be a point where we continue bearish, but I actually like coming to at least this point here, which created this entire move on our high time frame. So this is an extreme point, and where we could really see, a great entry in order to come and swing down and take these lows again and continue with that high time frame momentum to the downside. So coming into the week, like I said, we've had this break of structure here. We've got a nice supply to demand point that sits here. Supply here created this demand here, which created this break of structure. Coming into London, we could see possibly we take this low, come and mitigate into here. Ideally, I would like to see a shitty London session and a city Asian session and just stay in between these two ranges here. And then coming into New York, take these lows, give us an inducement into a mitigation here, and look to take what is relatively equal highs here and aim for this inducement of this point up here, or come and mitigate that point up there. Basically, apart from that, we could see, like I said, maybe price will just push up from here after taking this liquidity here, come and take this, come into this point, and we could get an early sell out of this range here early in the week. Ideally, I would like to see that come later in the week. Either we are in the buy that's taking to this point, and if we break through this point, same with EU, we have a lot of imbalance and a lot of liquidity to the upside that's resting there. We could come and take that. So ideally, like I said, we mess around in here, come London session, and can catch a really nice buy up. We have been selling for some time now. We are due for that retracement. And as you can see, we're kind of in between stages in terms of impulses and complex pullbacks. It's doing both. that normally means that we could have a shift in the market and actually, start to target those high points and have a bit of retracement. So we'll see what happens with the week. It can do what it's going to do, but basically looking to take this low, come into a mitigation here, or even, I will look at this as well, take these lows here, which there is a lot of liquidity built up in this area. We'd have your support and resistance trading out of that. We could come take that and look to buy up as well. So we'll see what happens, but a lot of potential. We're actually in a good spot to start the week. Unlike last week, we were at the very low of our range and needed price to come up to give us an entry. We could actually start a week finally for the first time in a long time, not needing to sit on our hands for 3 days. So that would be nice. But we'll see what happens, and keen for the week ahead.